But let's start with the fact that we have got to root out the bad actors, the people who are committing these acts of corruption from Springfield, from every level of government, frankly, but specifically from Springfield. That's why it was important for us to create an ethics commission. It's why I've put the full force of my office behind making sure that we get ethics laws put into place that will prevent the kind of things that we've seen that the federal government, that the FBI and others have been going after. I also want to point out that in the veto session that I pushed for, and the folks behind me passed, some very important lobbying legislation, that is to say it's transparency around lobbying. Because here's the thing, the people that are being caught for the crimes that they've been doing, it's not just in lobbying, but let's just talk generally, the people who've been caught for the crimes now, those are already crimes. They were crimes already. The question was, how do you catch them? How do you earlier, right? So that they're not doing this for 20 years, and that they're deterred from doing it because they know people are looking. And the way to do that is transparency. You've got to make sure that in lobbying, that we talk about who are the subcontractors, who are the companies that are controlling all the lobbyists, from the chief lobbyist to the subcontractors, and what companies and what lobbyists are giving what money to which legislators, and wielding influence in that way, and letting you, the journalists and the general public, be able to seek out, is this person being influenced by some powerful interest out there, and I never knew it before. That's just a beginning. I personally think that we should do away with lobbying by legislators. I have said that for some time now. That doesn't make sense to me. At every level, I don't see why elected officials should also be lobbyists. It makes no sense. And there are lots of other things. I think there should be more transparency in the statements of economic interest. We should know if you have a conflict of interest, and people who have conflicts should have to abstain from voting around those conflicts. So we have decided in this state that we have a citizen legislature, that we want people to have outside jobs, because we want to have farmers who serve in the legislature. We want to have lawyers who serve in the legislature, doctors, pipe fitters. We want people to come from all different walks of life and to bring their experiences to the fore in the legislature. But when we do that, we need to make sure that we're ridding ourselves of the conflicts.
Thoughts on ethics reform? I talked with a couple of other lawmakers who said that's going to be really important to them this session.
It will be very important for us as a state. I think just about the perception that we have as legislators, lawmakers. So it's going to be very important moving forward that we be as transparent as possible, and definitely work with the governor on the things that he wants to see come to fruition. Yeah.
So email is generally the best way to